Hello, hello everyone. Hi, Christy. Can you hear me? Hello, somebody there? Sorry, guys. Um, hello, hello, hello. Let's see. How to figure this out? Good. Into studio. Yeah, that's what happened. Hi, guys. I am so sorry here. Hello? I'm still echoing, right? Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Some technical challenges. I was trying to stream from my cell phone, but apparently I am unsuccessful with that because I wanted to cast the studio from my cell phone. So right now I am on the laptop. I'm trying to see how I can best focus the camera from the laptop so you'll be able to see the food art. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for your patience. Much love, much love, much love from Mama Niger. Can you guys see me? First of all, can you see me? Can someone just confirm if you can see me? Christy, you love my hair. Thank you. Can anyone confirm if you can see me? Yes. Thank you so much, Sister Christy. All right. So here, let me see if I can focus. Oh my gosh, this is not what I had intended. All right, I have to change my studio around because initially I wanted to cast the studio with the cell phone at that is behind me, but I need to move things over here now. So just be patient with me. Can everyone see the watermelon? So today we are still going to make this work, all right? So the key to success is never allow situations or obstacle to derail you, okay? You might have a little detour here and there, which is okay, but we will still get to our destination. So if you're with me on that, guys, yes, we'll get to the destination of carving our watermelon today. Yeah? All righty. So before we get started, let me just first of all thank you for coming in. And secondly, today we are going to be doing a watermelon basket carving. And your host here is Nila Enchanted at Mama Niger's Kitchen. You are all welcome. Welcome to the show. My goal is that by the time you leave here today, you'll be able to gain at least one or two skills, or even carve your own watermelon. So that brings me to the question, how many of you here today are actually going to be actively carving a watermelon? Does any of you have watermelon with you that you are going to carve as I am carving? So if you do, just say yes so that I know how many participants are active participants. And it is also okay to just watch. You know, you watch, you learn, and you take it over to when you need it and use the skills. All right? So tools that we are going to use today, I'm going to quickly go over the tools that we're going to use. Sorry if I'm moving away from the camera. I just need to bring the remaining of the items that I need over here. So we are doing a basic design today, very basic design. I don't want to make it complex or complicated, you know, because I want you to be able to at least do a basic watermelon basket just to thrill yourself or, you know, to show your new skills to your guests. You know, you have your guests over to your house, you purchase yourself a watermelon, and voila, see what you can put together with a watermelon. You know, it's always good to have something, an element of surprise when you have your friends over. So first of all, you want to pick up a good watermelon. So there are certain strategies or tips out there that will promote your ability to pick out sweet and ripe watermelon. One, okay, this is based on the research that I did. One, they said it should have a yellow mark on it. Okay? So you want to look for a watermelon. If it is all green, stay away from that watermelon. The watermelon should have a yellow mark on it. That is an indication that the side that was on the ground, actually ripened before it was harvested. So the next thing is you want to make sure the watermelon is totally oval in shape. It might have a little dent here and there, but it shouldn't be just, out of shape. That is a sign that, there might not be adequate flowing of the water, inside the watermelon. So you might have some certain parts that will not be sweet. And then the other thing is sound. So you want to tap with your knuckles, tap on your watermelon, or just with your palm, tap on the watermelon. You should have like a hollow sound. So once you have that hollow sound, it's an indication that that watermelon is ripe. And if it is ripe, which means it's going to be sweet. Sorry guys, if my head is cutting off a little bit. Oops. What did I do? I shouldn't have touched anything. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. My apology. Okay, so tools that we are going to need, of course, gloves. I always recommend gloves when you are facing food that you are not the only one that is going to consume it. So if you have people coming in from outside your family that will eat that food, please, by all means, just use gloves, okay? That will reduce any introduction of bacteria, dirt into the food. And of course, we need a chef knife. So you want to use a knife that is long enough to cut through that watermelon, okay? And we also need a paring knife. So if you have any small sharp knife, such as this right here, okay, or even this small, all right? So that will be a good tool to use. And then we have watermelon baller, okay? So this is a watermelon baller. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this tool right here. I do have the link in the description box for all the tools that I am using today. Okay, so you use this end that it looks like a spoon, right? Yeah, you use that rounded end to ball the watermelon. So you're gonna see how we will use that. And on this end, we have the V knife. So this is the V serrated. It's serrated. It looks like it has teeth in it, right? So it's not smooth surface. So that is a V knife right there. I don't know, can you see that? Okay, so with a V knife, you can use that to create design in any fruits that you are working on. So just as it is V, you point it in or point it straight forward, it will give you that V cut. So that is a simple way to do a V cut. But if you don't have this tool, you can also use your regular everyday cutting items. You can use a teaspoon. You can use a teaspoon, right, to ball your melon if you don't have the melon baller. And you can also use a knife to create a V shape. If you have been watching some of my videos, you will notice that majority of the time I use the knife, okay, to create V shape. But definitely if you want equal size V shape, and yeah, if you want equal size and you want to go faster, you can use the V knife. So we'll try both and see what it gives us. So next is the flower cutters. Okay, I also have this link in the description box. So this is a flower cutter, guys. It comes in different shapes, but this is just the shapes that I will be using today to create flowers, to design the bowl. Hopefully we will have time to do that. And lastly, for the new beginners or for anyone that just need to have some guidance in their measurement or in their cutting, rubber bands. All right. So you can use rubber bands and that will help you control the movement of your knife. So those are the tools that we are going to be using today. Does anyone have question regarding the tools? You know what, Sister Christy? Let me see here. All right, guys, I'm just trying to remove the messages so you can be able to see me better without any obstruction. And I really appreciate your patience with me today. How is everybody doing? It's always great, to be able to have this opportunity to get to see you guys, talk to you guys, communicate with each other, share great ideas. Let me see, Sister Christy, where is that? Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, good. I believe that should be much better. Thank you, Sister Christy, for reminding me of that. All right, so who is excited to be here today? Who is excited? I'm sure some of us have always wondered, oh my gosh, that is a piece of art. How did you come about it? How was it done? So today you're going to get a first-hand view on how you can do fruit art. I derive a great amount of joy, satisfaction, and just, when I do fruit art, I see this watermelon, and at the end of the day, when I finish working with it, it has been transformed into a beautiful piece of art. It marvels me. I am in person. I'm humbled. I'm surprised. I'm just amazed how it all came about. So, guys, oh my gosh, here we go. So, you might not be able to see my head right now because I want you to be able to see the board because we're going to start the process, okay? So, yes, it always marvels me how it came about. And that is why I always give the glory back to God because the talent, the gift is not mine. He is the only one, God is the only one that works with his hands to bring out what you see, what I see. So my first glory always go back to him. Okay? So without further ado, now we are going to start with the watermelon. So your watermelon, any fruit you are working with, the first thing you always want to do with a fruit before you start cutting into it is to make sure you wash it. Yes, wash, wash, wash. Okay? If it is something that you're not going to eat the outside of it, like watermelon, you can just wash with water, a sponge to remove the residue. But if it is fruit that you're going to consume everything, for instance, grapes, you're going to eat everything, right? So you want to wash it with distilled water, okay? So that will help you to remove any further residue or chemicals that might be, on the covering of that fruit. So this watermelon today, are we ready to cut? All right, let's get into the cutting, okay? I've given you some tips and why, some of the reasons why I do fruit arts. It gives me a great deal of joy. First thing we're going to do is to mark where we are going to cut the watermelon. See, this watermelon is right now laying on a landscape plane. You can also put it on a vertical plane, right? So vertical, up, down, right? And then you have the landscape view, right? So today we're going to do landscape because I want it a long bowl of watermelon. So to mark, we're going to put this rubber band. I want to make sure you're seeing me. Okay. Mark it with the rubber band rather. Try and keep it straight. Okay, turn it around and just make sure it is even in all ends. Okay, so that's gonna be the top of your bowl. Usually when I'm cutting a watermelon, I don't use any marker, but I want any beginner or anyone that is interested to be able to give them some tips. Next, we're going to mark out the handle for the basket. So I'm going to feed this through here. Okay, so our first rubber band is in for the handle. So you don't want to center it. It should be about 3/4 off from the center. So this is the center of the watermelon, right? So we're going to, sometimes you can, if you want it to be really even, you can use a measuring ruler to measure from this point to where you want to cut, and then measure the other side from this point to where you want to cut, okay? So guys, I am not going for any exam here. I remember in mathematics class, I had to do tests and exams, but no, this is just for fun, right? So I'm just feeding in the second rubber band. Okay. So guys, what do you think? So if we have our handle here, do you think it is about the center? I think so. Okay. Try and keep those straight. Flip it and make sure it is straight. Okay, I'm just adjusting the rubber band on this end here. And the size of your handle is really up to you guys. You just don't want it to be too narrow, so that if you want to create scallop edges on it, you have enough room to create your design and still have a good, size of handle. All right, so that's our watermelon. We have marked it out. Now it's time to do the cutting. So with your chef knife, we're going to do cutting. But before I do that, I'm going to put on my gloves. Yeah. All right, guys. So here we go. Okay, I hope you can see me. So cut slowly and carefully, guys, so that you don't want to cut too fast, right? If you cut too fast, you'll be outside with your measurements. So cut slowly. And one thing about watermelon is that as you are cutting it, it's going to be releasing juices, right? So be aware of that and have paper towel close by. Okay, keep cutting that. Okay, so we've cut the two section right here, which is very good. All right, our rubber band went into that cut that we made, but that's okay because we finished with that. So the next thing you want to do is follow this. We're going to cut off this section and cut off this section. That will give us the basket, okay? So with a pointed knife, okay, just like so. Follow the line. Okay, bring this down. All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna feed my knife again through so this can easily fall out. Whoa, that is a beautiful watermelon. I like. Yes, that is beautiful. So I'm just gonna put this over here, move that out of the way. Now we're going to finish this end, right? So if you didn't get it, okay, paper towel, wipe. So now come back here again, feed your knife through, and just cut along. Okay, so just make sure that both cuts meet each other. Okay, and voila. All right. So now we have both sides off. We are done with the rubber bands. Again, clean, wipe. Try to keep a tidy workspace. So that is how our watermelon basket look right now. So the next thing we are going to do, let me see, do we have any questions so far? Okay, I don't see questions. All righty. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section. Once we finish, I will go back and review those so that I can provide answers to those questions. So yeah, the first step of our basket is done. The next step is to boil out the watermelon. Okay, so now to boil it out, I'm using the melon boiler. Put that in there and dig it out like so. Like so. Definitely faster and quicker. So if you have children in the home with you guys, kids love to do this. My children love to do this. You know, actually my very first watermelon balls that I had I was introduced to watermelon balls by my daughter. You know, she showed me how to do the very first one using a spoon. So you'll be amazed what children know. Okay. So we're going to come to this end. No part of the watermelon flesh is wasted, guys. You know, you can always, the small pieces, you can use those for watermelon crush, watermelon slushy. You know, freeze it and use it for your watermelon slushies. Add it to your juices. There's so many things you can do with watermelon. Okay. All right. So I hope everybody is still with me here. So now I'm going to start digging on the base of the basket, right? Because we want to clean out the base to some degree. Well, this watermelon is full of juice, guys. It's so juicy. So another thing you can do with this melon ball is, you know, once you have your melon balls, you can also freeze them and then add it to your juices. Ooh, it's gonna, you know, you're just using them as your cooler for your juices. And it will also add that watermelon flavor in there. Okay, this knife is getting cut in the gloves. So guys, unfortunately, this is live, so there is nothing like a fast forward. So I'm just going to continue working on this until I have enough surface in my basket. And then we're just going to shave the rest out. So guys, as I said, thank you all for coming. You know, the goal here is for you to be able to create a basket, you know, from watermelon. Or as a matter of fact, you can use the same technique to create a basket from cantaloupe, from a honeydew, any of your fruits, you know, that is circular. You can use the same technique, okay, to create a basket from it. So once you have the technique, you can apply it on any fruits. All right, thank you guys for being here. I hope you're gaining some skills. I can't wait to see the watermelon basket you are going to create. Please send me some pictures so I can post it on the community page and my Instagram page or even Facebook, you know, just to show what you could do. All righty. So this is how far we've gone right there on that side. So now I'm going to come on this end. So let's try something different. So if you don't have the melon ball, all right, let's try to use a spoon to create. Okay, definitely it is bigger. Okay, it doesn't come, it's not oval in shape. Let me see. So yeah, I would recommend using a baller, or if you have a spoon that is rounded, that will give you also a rounded result. You can see this one that I did, it just followed the shape of the spoon, right? Because this spoon is oval and not rounded. So I'm going to continue with the melon baller here, because I want it to have those even shape. So who is ready for their first watermelon basket project? I was asking earlier, I don't know if we have anyone that is actively doing one right now as we are walking through the process. If you are, I would like to know your progress. How are you doing with it? This watermelon is so juicy. Okay, so guys, here is our watermelon balls, okay? So I'm gonna set that aside. Now, I just want to clean up this watermelon bowl. Nothing is wasted. So with a spoon, this is a regular dinner spoon, just going to start cutting into it. Okay. So the goal here is to create a smooth surface. So you see where I have worked on, right? So just continue digging that with your spoon. You're just kind of shaving it, really. Give it a good shave, a good haircut, guys. A good shaving is good. All right, so now we're going to do that here as well. Giving it a good shave, guys. All right, so this might take you a few more minutes to finish shaving it and having a smooth edge. Trying to see if we have some questions. So now I need to transfer that into a larger bowl. Okay, so I have a larger bowl here. So I don't want to waste anything, guys. All consumables. The bowl is looking good. Look at that. All right. So I just have the base to finish up. All right. Oh boy. Ooh, our basket is looking good. Guys, it is taking shape. Clean up, clean up. All right, I'm just gonna clean up here as we proceed into the next phase, okay? Because this watermelon was so juicy. So one thing I always do, especially working with fruits or whenever I'm in the kitchen cooking, I always like to have a bag close by, you know, so that I can quickly, I use it as a receptacle, you know, to put in all my waste so that everything is contained in one location. Okay, just wipe here. So if you like this basket, guys, if you are gaining some skills, remember to show some love. Show some love to your sister here. And I just have a little more here. I don't like to use knife for shaping this because the knife can go deep and cut further than you intended. All right. So I'm just giving it a finer trimming here to make sure that presentation is looking top notch. That is just me, guys. You know, I just like, you know, to be satisfactory to me, then I know that it will be satisfactory to other people as well. So yeah, that is our bowl, okay? So next, you can actually stop right here, you know, without doing anything else further to this bowl, okay? But, guys, that will be the basic watermelon basket. However, you can take it further than this by creating just simple design on the edges of the watermelon. So we can quickly do that. So it's going to create a lot of, you know, particles. So I'm just placing this in my trash bag here, see if I can use that to contain. So I'm going to be using this V knife, the V knife that I showed you earlier. And, you know, you just put the V knife right there. Let me do something else here. Let's see. You can also use a rubber band. Let me see. This rubber band is not stretchy enough. I think it's gonna bust. I want to use it to mark how we're gonna do the V. Okay, but it's not stretchy enough. Hold on, guys, just a minute. Okay, so let me try this rubber band here. Okay, this might do the trick. Oh yeah. Oh, it's not staying. All right, forget it. I give up on that, okay? I wanted to see if that will help better, but we're just gonna create some V here. Okay, let me try another V knife because I don't like how that is doing. Here's another V knife. This is a larger one. Okay, much better. Oh, I think I am blocking it. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm using the V knife to create some V's. So this is going to be the toughest point. All right, we got through that. Okay, so guys, here is the V edges that we created using the V knife. This is a larger V knife, okay, than the other one that I tried initially. I didn't like what that was giving me, okay? So that is that, and we're going to go to the other side. So here, I want to show you how you can use a knife because, hey, we know what is going on in our world today. Prices of everything is going high. If you don't want to spend any additional money on products or tools, you can definitely use a paring knife. So what you will need to do is cut V edges. So I'm going to start by cutting a V right there. And then now come down. Okay, come down. So you see that, all right? So you're creating V like so, and then another V like so, and another V. So I hope you get a drift on how you can use a knife to also, create those V edges. All righty. Okay, so see the one we did with the knife? I like to use the knife because, you can control how deep you want it to be. If I want the V to be even longer, deeper into it, I can definitely achieve that using the knife. So yeah, the watermelon basket is taking shape, huh? All right, I like already. So next is the handle. So should we just leave the handle as is, or do we need to also give it a little, kind of spice it up a little bit, give it some definition? Right now it's just plain handle, but I think we can do better, right, ladies? Don't you agree? Okay, let's give it some definition here. All right. Same thing. So the depth you are cutting, just try to keep it approximately the same so it evens out as much as possible. And if it gets larger than what you intended, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Just keep moving, guys. Life in itself, there is nothing in life that is free of errors. Even the creator itself, haven't you come across some of God's creation, like plants, flowers, that are not absolutely perfect? Yeah, as long as we want to be perfect, we can only try for perfection. But just keep in mind, the world we are in is not perfect, okay? So that's that, guys. Now, let's get the other side done. Trying to work in such a way that you can see what I'm doing. And please, when you're working with knife, always watch out for your fingers. Because you don't want to give up any part of your fingers, okay, for fruit art. No, I don't think it's worth it. All right. Okay. So here we go. Now we have a fairly good design to our watermelon basket. So next is to remove all of those pieces. Just throw that into your waste bag. Excuse me. All righty. Okay, guys, I hope we are all having fun here because we are having a party here. So, if you are just doing watermelon baskets, you can now go ahead and fill this up with your watermelon balls. But guys, I want to give it a different flavor. I'm sure you already know me by now. That's why sometimes I get some comment, oh, you put in so much effort in what you do. Yeah, guys, it's just the kind of person that I am. I always like to push the boundaries, okay? Life is all about pushing the boundaries, So what I want to do is to give our basket, the content, some flavor, some color. So I'm going to carve out some cantaloupe balls also. So this is going to be very swift and easy. This cantaloupe, unfortunately, is not as soft I would have wanted, but let me see if I can make anything out of it. So what I'm doing now, I'm just removing the seed, okay? Cut it open, remove the seed, and then we're going to boil it. It's not very soft, but I'll see what we can do. I'm gonna try to boil it, okay? Just like so. I'll get another bowl here to put those in. Okay, same process that you did for the watermelon, guys. That's what I was telling you. Once you know the technique, you can use it for any other fruits. All right, we're making some progress. Guys, remember to show some love to your girl here. Drop me a comment before you leave. Share with me if this workshop was of any benefit. Because there is no point doing it if it's not beneficial, right? I wouldn't want you to come here and waste your time. So if it is beneficial and you would like to have workshop, to gain additional basic skills, voila. Let's move on to our next one. I need a few more here. Few more to give it a good mix. So as I was saying, guys, I would really like to share this knowledge with as many people that are interested. So I'm going to be creating a class, all right? The class is going to be either 5 sessions to the class, 1 hour each section, or minimum 45 minutes, because I want you to gain something from each class. So it's going to be a Zoom class, because I would like to be able to see what you are creating and be able to provide that instant, guidance or correction as you are creating. So give you that instant feedback on your work. So it's going to be a Zoom class. I will be providing that information in the very near future. once I have all the logistics in place, so that you can enroll in that class and broaden your culinary skill, get to express yourself in a different way using fruits and vegetables. All right, we are good there. So that is the cantaloupe balls. Honeydew. All right, we got 3 flavors here, guys. 3 flavors. Why not? There is no limit in life, huh? The only limit in life is you. So you determine how far you want to go in whatever you are doing. And the universe will follow. So guys, here, today's pretty warm. So I am really sweating up a storm here. And yeah, even though my air conditioner is on. All right, so now we're going to boil out this melon as well, because we want 3 colors. It's gonna be almost rainbow. Oh yeah, are you liking it? Did you like this idea? Yeah, guys. Initially, at the beginning, I had some technical challenges. So the initial live stream that I set up, you will not believe this. I unintentionally ended the stream. So yeah, that's what I did. So that is why the initial invitation, if you had tried that and you couldn't go anywhere, and if it tells you the live stream was ended, that is exactly what happened. It was an error on my part. And I wanted to also project from my phone camera, but that didn't work out either. So yeah, some learning opportunities. Life is all about learning. As long as we have the desire to continue to learn, you will definitely gain those skills and get better at it. So also is fruit art, guys. Don't expect to create a masterpiece the very first time you work on a fruit. If that happens, count yourself as a genius, okay? It takes repetition, and patience. Oh yeah, you gotta be patient. So guys, you can see how much it's taken for us to create this. And that is why, when you are recruiting or purchasing any of these fruit arts, yeah, it can be pricey because it's a lot of time, to achieve a design. It takes time. All right. Okay, now. Yes, indeed. Right? You like? I like. Okay, now, guys. So here, I want to create now the center stage. So let me clean up some more and bring up here. Oh, if I do that, okay, you will still see me. All right. If your basket is not sitting, okay, if it's not sitting steady, you can always use your knife and shave the bottom a little bit to create that flat surface, so you'll be able to sit better. But for this basket, it tends to be doing and following the instruction. Definitely know the assignment and is fulfilling it. Pretty good. Okay, guys. So here we are. Let me get a large spoon here. Trying to get a large spoon. Okay, that's good. So now we're going to fill up our baskets and mix up all the balls that we have. So these bigger ones that we did, I'm just going to put those at the bottom. The lucky person might be the one to catch those. So now I'm just transferring this in there. Woo, woo, woo. All right, guys. There is party in here. Can you see that? No. Okay. Can you see that? All right. I want to make sure you are seeing what I'm doing. So let's bring this down here. Can you see that? Oh, much better. All righty. So let me put my stand to the side. So now I'm just going to mix it up. Oh, yes. All right. I'm going to leave some here. Also use at the end to make sure everything is all mixed in. I'm dropping those balls. I mean the watermelon balls, okay? Don't think of anything else. All right, guys. So we're just going to mix it up, okay, to kind of even it out and give it that aesthetic appeal. So at that point, you just want to strategically position that, and you want to turn your the curved edges of the watermelon upwards. Okay, that will give it more beauty. All right. So you don't want to showcase the rough edges, right? There we go. Add a cantaloupe right there. Oh boy. Oh man. You know what? Thank goodness I have a clean surface, a clean board that I'm working on. So that's why you always want to clean all your surfaces before you start working. So that inadvertently, if any of what you are working with drops, you know, you can still use it because your surface is clean. So how is our watermelon basket looking, guys? Do you like what you see? Are you loving it? Has it gone beyond like to love? Are you loving it? I am loving it. I have went beyond like to loving. Guys, I would love to read your comment, but you know, I'm working on this thing. I have to keep my eyes on the prize. So I can't really see your comments right now, but I am going to read every single one of them. Yeah, so this is watermelon baskets. Oh, excuse me. All right, so we're just gonna add some color, more color. You know, life is all about color, huh? Our eyes as human beings is always attracted to colors. So having just the watermelon ball is okay, but infusing that 3-element colors, you know, kind of take it to another level. Oh, yes. So there is level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So what level do you think this is? I want you to grade it. All right, people. How did we do? What would you say about this? watermelon basket. Woo! Oh, yes. She is looking good. Do you agree? Hmm? Is she looking good? Is she beautiful? Is she appealing? Huh, guys? I think she is. I think she is. Woo-hoo. Yes, guys, she is looking superb. All right. So, this is a very classic, presentable watermelon basket. You know, if you don't know how to do flowers, you don't have to do flowers. This in itself is just excelente, excelente. Restaurant standard, party standard, of event and occasion standard. You don't have to do anything else to it. Just good. All right? But in my other shows, I'm going to show you how you can also create flowers. Now, let's say, for instance, you want to do flowers, so put here, put there. It is quite easy. Let me see. Okay, we've just at what? I would say about 1:15 hours, 1 hour 15 minutes. So let's sit our watermelon basket right here. Guys, that watermelon basket is speaking to me. So here, guys, what I want to do now is I just want to remove this. Okay, I just need the shell here. The shell of the watermelon. Transfer that into the bowl. Okay. Alrighty. Give it a flat surface, just like so. And let me see. I know my stuff dropped. The flower cutter. Okay, flower cutter. So just gonna cut some flowers. Quite easy to do. Press down until it comes through on the other end and you push it out. So that is your basic flower. Right? You get it? Okay. So let me see here if I can make another flower out of this. All right. So I also have the link to the flower cutters. So we have two right there. I should have a smaller one. Let me see. I heard it drop earlier. I'm not sure where it dropped into. Okay. All right. So for this, let's see here. That's too big. Hold on. So I'm just gonna create a center here. Okay, like so. And create another one here. If you have any round tool, this is a round edge knife. For lack of a better name. So kind of create that center circle right there. And you can now just do your cuts. Oops, I'm covering you guys. Cuts in there. Okay, we're just kind of giving definition to the flower. And that, guys, is definitely up to you. You don't have to, but so that gives you something like this. Okay. Yeah. That's how you create a more defined flower. So I'm just gonna work on this. So this is just to show you guys, if you want to take it to the next level. As I said, there are so many levels to this, right? You have the basic, and then you have the levels to it. You can go up to level 10. So we have 2 flowers. All right. Now I'm going to make a leaf. Okay, cut something like the shape of a leaf. Cut that out. Okay, like so. Okay, so you can choose which surface do you want to showcase on your leaf. Do you want the fleshy section, or do you want the green section? Green on green, yeah, not really. I prefer this colorful section. Okay, so now I just need to once again give this leaf some definition. All right, angle your knife. Okay, it's not coming out here. Here we go. Get that out there. Now, you know how a leaf is, right? So that's what you're trying to, the pattern of a natural leaf. That's what you're trying to create here. Okay, just give it that natural leaf pattern as much as possible. All right, guys, this is all extra. Okay, and then you come over to this end and do the same. All right, good people. How is everybody doing? This is the last design we are doing to our baskets. I hate to cover. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so here is our leaf pattern, right? So you can choose to leave the leaf just as this, or give it some edges. To give the leaf edges, just like how a natural leaf would be. You have those ridges, right? So give it some ridges. Oh yeah, baby. Give it some ridges. Just like so. Like so. Oh yeah. You see that? Same thing on this side, right? So the ridges is actually coordinating with the vines, okay? So you bring that down to that vine. Again, you do your V. So V cut is the most common cut that you use in your fruit art. V cut is such a common cut to have. So once you master that V cut, guys, it will come in so handy. Right? So you're going from a ridge to the other ridge. So that is not deep enough. You're just gonna make for the depth in there, right? And you want to walk slowly. Be in control of that knife, guys. Tell the knife where you want it to go. Don't let it travel all the way by itself. Here is our leaf. Woohoo! Oh yeah. So we're gonna use this just as a decor piece. I'm gonna use some toothpicks to attach here. Let's try about 5 toothpicks. I might not need all of that. Put that aside. So here's a toothpick. So it is again your decision. Guys, just know that this is your boat. You are the one, you're the captain. You know, that is something about fruit arts. You know, when you're working on, when you're doing as an artist, no one tells you where to go. Flow with your creative imagination. That is the best advice I can tell you. You see this today, tomorrow, when you want to do it, don't just stick to the plan. Don't just stick to the program. Do something different. Allow your expression of yourself. You know, make it your own. You know, that makes you an artist. If you believe me, say yeah. All right, guys. So here, I just need to break this a little bit because I might not need all of that. So this is a very simple design we're going to create. We're doing just this right here. You can decide to do another one on the other side, but for time purpose, this is a demo. So we're just going to do one. So we're going to position this right here from the middle, right? Push that in to secure that in place. If it's not very secure, give it another stability by anchoring it down with another piece of toothpick. Guys, that can be painful on the fingers. So I like to use a spoon, give it a tap. Yep. Okay. And right now this is showing. Okay, one thing you don't want to do is to have your mechanics. When I say mechanics, any additional stuff that you use to secure or build your fruits, you don't want those things showing. Those are your mechanic, guys. You know, cover the nakedness. You don't want your nakedness showing in the public, right? So always make it invisible as much as possible, all right? So we have that in there. Now we're going to do our second one. I like to break this because I don't need all that length. So what I'm trying to do is position this a little bit higher and have this right there. No, make it at an angle. Again, I'm going to use the base of the spoon. All righty. So you have that going at an angle. So when you are decorating, one of the formulas you want to learn in decor is you want to decorate at an angle, either in units of 1, 3, 5, odd numbers. Okay, that gives it more character to the eyes. And here, this will go in like that. Oh mine, oh mine. Push that downwards. Whoa. That was a game changer. All right. So you see, just knowing how to do a couple of flowers and a leaf really transformed this basket to another level. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Woo, woo, woo. Indeed. So, guys, I just want to thank you if you are still here. And even if you are no longer here, thank you for coming into the house today. Into Mama Niger's kitchen, guys, as we create watermelon basket. A very colorful watermelon basket. Guys, I've had so much fun doing this, and I hope that you also had fun and you are living here today, at least with one skill. And for that, I am happy. I am happy that you are living not just how you came, but you are living with something that will be of use, just for pleasure, kind of enhance the beauty in your life. So thank you guys for being here. This has been definitely a pleasure. And thank you. So guys, so now you can actually see my face because we are done. And the workshop, the gloves comes off, guys. Where's my trash can? Okay. And yes, I am sweating, guys. Let me dab. Okay. Yeah. All right. Put that in the trash. I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay. All right, guys, I am back. So I hope you guys, let me see if I can read any of the comments here. All right, so beautiful. Yes. So guys, if you are in on this live stream, please connection. This world is all about networking. And if you are in the game to succeed, you must network as well. Okay? No working in silos, guys. If you work in silos, your forest will never be thick. It's going to be very sparse. But if you network, you have a lot of people, sharing of ideas, gaining of new friends, building relationship, support. That is what, if there's anything that YouTube has taught me, that is number one lesson. Networking. So guys, it has been my greatest pleasure having you all here today. And this is what we put together, huh? We sure did. Let me make sure I have a full capture of this. Yeah. I have to work on my camera to make sure that I'm able, to broadcast from my phone. Then I will have a better view than streaming from, my desktop or my laptop. I don't have as much angle of flexibility. But guys, it has been great. It has been great. So guys, if you had a great time here today, I hope you all learned something. And I will be posting more information. So if this is something that is interesting to you, and you definitely want to learn and grow in culinary skills, food arts. Food arts can be used for anything. It can be used for events. It can be used for your everyday life. Oh gosh, You don't know. Just plating my own food for myself and my family is not, it's always extra, extra. So, guys, yes, it definitely enhances the quality of life that you have. You know, it's not only when you go to resorts that you are able to see something like this. No, in your everyday life, you can actually do this. It's like being in a resort. It's like you have paid a professional to put this together. But guess what? You actually did it. And that even gives you more satisfaction. So if you are interested in gaining more skills, please be on the lookout because I definitely want to share because I have noticed not a lot of people are into food artistry. Very, very few in the industry. So, guys, your humble sister here is willing to share all that I know. Share it in a class forum where I can be a coach and guide you step by step through the process. Give you that instant feedback, immediate feedback as you are working through it. It's almost like hand-holding process, okay? So, guys, I want to be there for you if you are interested. So be on the lookout. I will be sending out some messages in my community page so that you can sign up for those classes and we can acquire some culinary skills and enhance the beauty in our world. Thank you all for coming today. Mwah! Much love, much appreciation to each and every one of you guys. I know my head is cutting off because I want to be able to fully show the what we created. Yeah, I want to be able to fully show that so that nothing is obscuring it. So my head might be cut off. That's okay. We'll deal with that today. Next time, it will be a better coverage. So what else can I say? Do I have any burning question here? Okay, no. All right, guys. Thank you all for being here. And I love you all. Until next time, as we always say, never stop to visit Mama Niger's kitchen. It is a home filled with love and everyday amazing adventure. You will never have a dull moment. Until next time, Obulu, Okimwefo, bye bye. Love you indeed. Ciao.